What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Found Bytes, a game review series. My name is Brian. I'll be your host. If you don't know about us, we're all about testing out and finding small, high-quality video games. This is a podcast that aims to respect your time and money as a gamer and a consumer by sifting through storefronts and sales to find the gems that may be worth your precious resources. This week is another Tales and Sales episode where we do a monthly rundown of 5 games that I picked and played, but didn't make the cut for the regular episode. Then we'll go through some sale alerts for major platforms happening right now. And so let's jump right in. Today is Wednesday, May 31st, and this will publish tomorrow, June 1st. So this is Tales and Sales June. And let's start with Soma. Soma is available on PC, Mac, PS4, and Xbox One. I've put in about 2 to 3 hours with this game a while back. It's kind of this sci-fi horror but walking simulator, so there's not too much action, but you are kind of reveling in the horror of things in front of you. Visually, there are a lot of similar aspects in terms of like the science of things as like BioShock, like you are kind of underwater and it's like you're in these different contraptions. The game itself is kind of slow-paced and scary because of that, and it's not really kinetic. It wasn't really kinetic enough for me, and I've played some walking simulators, like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, but something about this game was maybe a bit too scary for me and not enough, it's like I couldn't do enough to kind of avoid things. So it just wasn't my taste, but maybe it's something you might be interested in. Next up is a game called The Amazing American Circus, and this is available on PC, Mac, and all major consoles. I have put somewhere between 3 and 4 hours into this game. It has a lot of different aspects to it. It's a deck building game, it's a turn-based RPG, and it's kind of this sim of a traveling circus. I really see a lot of depth and potential here. I love the concept of this game. It was the major reason that I bought it. In terms of like early on in the first few hours, there are things that are a bit confusing. I feel like it's not very well paced, and it kind of throws too much at you, and it doesn't really explain things. I wish that it would kind of piecemeal things so that you'd get a different aspect as you got further. But there's something about the idea of this that I really like, and so I'm going to keep trying with it. If you're interested in it, maybe give it a try as well, but I am having some trouble here in the early going. Next up is a game called Hover. This game is available on PC, Mac, and all major consoles. I've put in about an hour into this game, not that much. If I could describe it simply, it's a futuristic Tony Hawk Pro Skater, where you are like this person who just kind of glides on your shoes that emit like this neon light, and it's very kinetic. Like you're doing a lot of grinding on things, you're doing all kinds of different tricks and stuff in the air. It's kind of an open world sandbox, although it's a small sandbox, at least to start, and there's a map with a lot of quests and challenges, like points of interest. There's a lot of upgrades in this game. I feel like there's some potential here. Like I said, it's very kinetic. It's super colorful. There's a lot of neon. There's something about it that gives me like Sonic Adventure vibes that makes it feel a little bit obtuse. But again, I've only put an hour into it. I am really excited about the kinetic gameplay. I would like to get back to it, but I am a bit hesitant. I'm not sure how much depth it has. Next up is a game called Wizard of Legend. This is available on PC, Mac, and all major consoles. I've put in about 2 hours into this game. It is a pretty standard roguelike. It's like this bullet hell with magic, and you're learning different spells, and you can equip them into different slots or buttons or moves that you can do, and you're unlocking things as you go. In terms of a roguelike, it's exactly what you would expect. It's super pixelated, and I think that kind of adds to the charm. It is very fast, and I died a lot in the first few hours here. It's not really my type of genre. I've talked a lot on the podcast how I'm not really a big fan of roguelikes, but a lot of my friends recommended it to me, especially on Switch, and if you're into this genre, I think you should definitely take a look at this game, and I've seen it on sale a bunch for like under $5, and that value is definitely there. Next up is a game called Shakedown Hawaii. This is available on PC, major consoles, and a lot of older consoles, like all the way back to Wii, Wii U, PS3, and it is on Vita, and it is cross-buy on Vita, and that's where I played it for the majority. I've put in probably like 4 to 5 hours into this game. If I could describe it very simply, it's a pixelated, top-down GTA open world, and it really kind of leans into a lot of tropes, especially from a game called Retro City Rampage, which is the game they made before. So if you know of that or have heard of that, it's very similar to that.
It has a vibe and a pacing of like Hotline Miami, very quick in terms of combat and things like that. But there's a lot of charm, a lot of comedy. Like I said, a lot of tropes from like different eras, different decades, kind of over the top with the violence in, the Hotline Miami kind of GTA vibe. A lot of story missions, side missions, challenges. It's very like pick up and play. Like you can definitely just jump into this game and steal a car and run around and, change your outfit, buy some guns, and do all kinds of crazy fast challenge missions. And so it's really good for that. Again, a lot of charm, a lot of fun. I highly recommend that game. All right, now we're going to move on to some sales. And let's start with PlayStation. So right now, there are 2 discounts going on. The Planet of the Discounts and the Games Under $15. And both of them end on June 7th. And a lot of them overlap, so I'm not really going to specify which one because I found a lot of these in both of these sales. Like if you click on the PlayStation Store for the deal. So you can just search these games if you're looking for them, but you can probably find them in either of the discounts. And let's start with Soma. So we just talked about Soma. Soma is on sale for $2.99 on PSN. Resogun, a game we've talked about before. Really awesome game, kind of like an old school arcade kind of shooter, like Space Invaders, but like on the side and running around a cylinder. It's really innovative, and that's on sale for $7.49. The Messenger we've talked about, a nice 2D action game, that's on sale for $7.99. Moonlighter we've talked about before, that is on sale for $2.99, a nice kind of dungeon crawler, shopkeeper sim. Hotline Miami, the first one, is available for $2.49, absolute steal. And then Hotline Miami 2 is available on PSN for $3.74. So both of those games, I know there is a collection, but these are the individual prices for the individual games. Totally worth it if you've not played the Hotline Miami games. So kinetic, so fun. Serpent Rogue is a game we've talked about before. I wasn't super high on it, but if you're into that vibe and sort of the slow pace of it, that's on sale for $9.99 on PSN. Lamentum is a game we've done an episode on. Really great old school survivor horror, kind of Lovecraftian inspired. That's on sale for $9.59. Sparklight is a game that was a recent episode. That's on sale for $4.99, so check out our episode that talks about that. Morbid, the 7 Acolytes, is on sale for $4.99, another game we did on the podcast. Gris is on sale for $4.24. Gris is a fantastic experience on the level of Journey. You absolutely should play it for $4.24. That's an absolute steal. A couple of games from Humble Bundle on sale. Hat in Time is on sale for $14.99. Excellent 3D platformer. I think even surpasses Super Mario Odyssey in a lot of ways. Dodgeball Academia, which is a game that I absolutely love. That's on sale for $12.49. Must play that game. A lot of charm, a lot of great RPG elements in it. Void Bastards is on sale for $8.99, and it's also on sale for $9.89 as a bundle that comes with the $5 DLC. So that's a good deal. Definitely check out Void Bastards. That was our second episode. Grime is on sale for $19.99. Grime is a 2D Metroidvania Souls-like that we talked about on a recent episode. Great game, a lot of depth. I'm still chugging my way through that. Definitely check that out. Golf Club Wasteland is on sale for $1.99. Great $2 game. Simple, golf physics, really fun. You can play a couple levels and a lot of great story in the background that's really interesting. And finally, Trigger Witch is a game that we haven't talked about, but a little sneak peek if you listen to this episode. Our next episode is going to be on Trigger Witch, so I'm giving you a heads up. It's on sale for $5.99. Great game, kind of callback to A Link to the Past, top-down, kind of bullet hell. It's really mixing a lot of different things, so check that out and listen next week for our episode on Trigger Witch. Now let's get into Steam sales. And for this, we go to specials, and I slide it to under $20. There is a sale for the publisher Chucklefish right now, and there are a couple games that are available through them. It says the sale will end on June 1st, which will be the day that this publishes, so I'm not sure if these will be available much after, but one of the games on that list is Time Spinner, and that was our first episode of the podcast. That's on sale for $9.99. I rarely see that game on sale. If you like Metroidvanias, This is a really good experience. Great story, great writing, great characters. I highly suggest that. And then 2 other games that are in that sale for Chucklefish are Eastward, which is on sale for $12.74, and Wild Frost, which is on sale for $17.99. Now, I have not played either of these games, but I've heard a lot of good things, and I'm dying to get into Eastward especially. If you caught wind of those or are interested in them, they are on sale right now. Other than that, on Steam, we have Darkwood, which is on sale for $3.74. Darkwood is a top-down survival game, resource management, horror in the middle of the woods. Really, really good. Darkside Detective is a game we talked about on Tales and Sales. That's on sale for $5.99, a great little fun detective game. Blossom Tales, we've talked about, is on sale for $3.74. Blossom Tales is a callback to old school Zelda. It is much like Minish Cap, Link to the Past, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Other Side is on sale for $8.99, kind of a dark tactical RPG. Grime, we just talked about, on sale on PSN, is also on sale on Steam, but for $16.74. Again, you are a Souls-like fan, that is a great game to pick up. And then finally, Cosmic Star Heroine is on sale for $3.74. That's a game we talked about on one of our Tales and Sales episode. Kind of a love letter to old school JRPGs with like a modern kind of steampunk twist to it. A little slower than is for my taste, but if you like that vibe, definitely check that out for $3.74 on Steam. And then finally, Switch sales. And for this, we go to the eShop and we hit great deals. And each of these has their own number of days left. So I tried to calculate as of publishing this episode tomorrow, June 1st, today for you, how many days each of these games is left on sale. And let's start with Moonlighter, which is also on sale on Switch for $4.34 for the next 9 days. Blasphemous, which seems to be constantly on sale, for $6.24. Blasphemous is a fantastic 2D Souls-like Metroidvania, really good. That's on sale for the next 17 days, so you got plenty of time for that. Under Dungeon, once again, is on sale for $1.99. If you like old school top-down dungeon crawlers, like from the Game Boy era, this game is really good. It's got a lot of charm, a lot of character. Don't let the black and white kind of throw you off. It's a really good game. That's on sale for the next 7 days. Greek, Memories of Azure. We did an episode on that on the podcast. That's on sale for $4.99 for the next 17 days, so jump on that. And there is a bundle of Golf Club Wasteland and Aspire Ina's Tale, which we talked about before because that's the bundle that I bought to play both of those games. That's on sale for $2.99 for the next 7 days, so check that out. The Pathless is on sale for $23.99, a little on the steep side, but we've talked about that in our episode of The Pathless. That's on sale for the next 4 days. Definitely a great experience you should check out. Lamentum is on sale on Switch for $6.39 for the next 11 days. Fantastic survival horror game. Wintermoor Tactics Club is on sale for $7.99 for the next 5 days. That's a game that we did an episode on. Really kind of lighthearted tactical RPG. Really like the story and the characters in that game. Definitely check that out. Hover, a game that we just talked about, is on sale for $4.99 on Switch for the next 9 days. Astrologaster, we did a recent episode on this game. That's on sale for the next 9 days for $4.99. Amazing story there. Really a lot of charm. Definitely check that out. And finally, The Amazing American Circus, we just talked about, is on sale for $5.99 for the next 6 days on Switch. So if you're interested in that tactical RPG and circus sim, there's a lot there for you. If you're interested, I will continue to take a deep dive on that game. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Stay tuned for our next episode to see what new games we found for you.